I hope everybody's having a great one out there, because you know what? Today we're going to talk about something that's got me a little perplexed as far as the coaches, being hired on the different levels, the NFL, FBS, so on and so forth, especially the minority coaches. And, you know, as we've seen HBCU sports reemerge, the masses are beginning to take a closer look to see exactly what's going on over at these HBCU institutions and these HBCU football conferences, because they're starting to see athletes out there on the field that they can very well get out there and compete on the next level. And with this reemergence, Coach Hue Jackson is stepping outside the box, letting everybody know, hey, listen, you guys need to take a real good, close look at what's going on over here within these HBCU walls, because there's some phenomenal things going on, and you too can be a part of it. Guys, I'm going to break down something that I saw that Coach Hue Jackson put out there on social media. Just got me, you know, it made me feel good seeing that, because I'm like, man, he really gets what's going on over here, and he wants to see this thing just continue to keep climbing higher and higher. So we're going to get into it right after this. You know, it's your favorite coach back at it again. 10 toes down, about to tell you how it all went down. This is Tomorrow Leader Sports Network with your host, Coach Walker. If you're new to the channel, please like, share, subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you can get all upcoming videos. For all my leaders out there, welcome back. Y'all know the drill. Y'all know the routine. If you haven't done so already, please like, comment, share these videos, and tap in a friend or two and tell them to come on in. It's nothing but positive vibes. We're just having a good time talking about HBCU sports. And don't forget, you can follow us on all social media platforms. The links are listed down below in the description. So without further ado, we'll go ahead and jump on in this thing and get straight to it. Because I know you're like, Coach, what you mean? Hue Jackson said, Coach Hue Jackson said, what again? Let me break this down to you. We've seen a lot of minority coaches out here apply for head coach positions only to be turned down by those programs that they wanted, you know, that they were applying for position for. And as of late, I really believe that, you know, a lot of this came about when many of us saw the lateral move that offensive coordinator Eric Bieniemy made from the Kansas City Chiefs over to the Washington Commanders, in which, you know, when you look at everything that's going on, you're kind of looking at it from the standpoint of saying, okay, Ron Rivera has had some health issues in the past. Maybe they're bringing Eric Bieniemy in as the OC to groom him up to take over as the head coach for the Washington Commanders once, you know, head coach Ron Rivera decides he wants to step off and move on into something else. That's just me with forward thinking. I'm not saying that that is what's going to happen, but I'm just putting a little forward thinking on that as far as why, you know, offensive coordinator Bieniemy decided, hey, I've had enough of Kansas City. I want to leave there. I want to move on and go to the Washington Commanders. I mean, realistically, he's going to have to come in there and build up that offense to get them really moving, because there was not a lot of pieces over there last season. But bringing this back to what, you know, Coach Hue Jackson is talking about, football coaches in the FBS, you got 13 out of a total of 15 out of a total of 133 teams. You got Tony Elliott of the University of Virginia. You have Dino Barbers of University of Syracuse. You have James Franklin at Penn State. You have Mike Loxley over the University of Maryland. You have Mel Tucker over at Michigan State University. You have Marcus Freeman over at Notre Dame. You have Deion Sanders, who's now the head coach over at Colorado University. You have Thomas Hammock, who's the head coach over in Northern Illinois. You have Lance Taylor, Western Michigan. Ryan Walters, Purdue University. Kenny Burns, he's the head coach over Kent State, in which the Kent State head football coach left and went to Colorado to be with Deion Sanders to be his offensive coordinator over there. You have Stan Drayton, Temple University. You have Jay Norvell over at Colorado State, Stan Drayton over at Temple University, and you have Maurice Linguist over at Buffalo University. 15 out of 133 schools. And there's only 3 in the NFL out of the 32 teams. You got Mike Tomlin, Pittsburgh, Brian Flores, Miami, and you have Todd Bowles over at Tampa Bay, over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now, Coach Hue Jackson over at Grambling State University. I'm going to tell you this right now, guys. I like what he's doing, because he's, like I said before, he's stepping outside the box with a lot of different things that he's doing. And all he's really trying to do is bring more eyes to the HBCUs to see exactly what's going on here. Because guess what? Like I stated previously in the intro, there's a lot of phenomenal athletes out there on the field that's playing ball. Matter of fact, there's a lot of coaches out there that have been wanting to be head coaches and have been denied. And he's just saying, hey, guys, look, I've read you the list of all of the head coaches at 133 FBS schools and 32 NFL teams. and you only have a total of 18 minority coaches out of all of those teams that's out there, you only have 18 minority head coaches. What kind of sense does that make? There's a lot of HBCUs out here that are looking for coaches to come in and build those programs up, do the things that they need to do. And I understand a lot of folks be like, well, man, you know, the financial pieces, you know, the money, this, that, whatever have you. Guys, you can come in and build this thing up to be something bigger and better than you could ever imagine. The thing is, if the people not the people, but if the HBCUs that you're getting out there trying to apply for to become a head coach of, if they believe in what you're looking to do, the finances they will find to get you in that position for you to come in and coach. Like I said before, don't get twisted with the misconceptions of, well, they don't have the money to pay, you know, top dollar for a coach to come in there and do this, that, and blah, blah, blah. Break something down to you guys. There's a lot of stories that's going on out here where they're saying that the finances weren't, you know, there to pay coaches or whatever have you. Some of that was not, some of that was kind of sort of true, and a lot of that is actually false. And why I'm saying kind of sort of true and actually false, because I know some folks be like, oh, coach, here you go. You're talking about, no, I'm not. Listen, I'm gonna give you this disclaimer right now. My mom, my mom, as well as my lady, made me, they didn't make me, they advised me, let it go. And this is why I'm talking about Hue Jackson. I understand what Hue Jackson is trying to do. I salute Hue Jackson for what he's trying to do, because when you see value in something, you try to find a way to continue to keep increasing and moving it forward. And that's what it's about. We're seeing the athletes coming to the programs left and right, which, you know, we want to continue to keep seeing that uptick of these top tier athletes say, hey, you know what? I can get this thing done over here at HBCU just like I could anywhere else. And I'm glad to see that they're taking a chance on going to an HBCU instead of many of them losing their eligibility, going to sit at these Power 5 or these PWIs or these Group of 5 schools where they're sitting behind 2 or 3 other people that they may very well be better than out there on the field, but they're not being given the opportunity to get out there and compete to really showcase what they can do. Now, with that being said, Coach Hue Jackson did not mix his words as far as, like I said, this Instagram post that he put up. I'm going to share this with you right now as far as the coaches themselves. And you can understand exactly my where I'm standing at as far as with being excited, the fact of seeing someone come outside the box and put something like this out here, you know, for HBCUs to be looked upon as, hey, this is a great landing spot if you choose to, you know, bring your talents here, be it a coach or a football player. So that's why I'm saying to you guys, like, hey, listen, take a chance on it. Why not? We have the product to get out here and show the world that going to an HBCU is a phenomenal thing to do. What Coach Hue Jackson is doing over there at Grambling State, I got to give him his flowers for this, because not too many coaches are going to step outside the box and stand on something of this magnitude, echoing the message of, hey, don't turn your backs on the HBCUs. Bring your behinds over here and become a part of what we got going on. There's a lot of great coaches that's around all of these HBCU programs that's out there coaching. Some of them, they're leaving to move on and do other things. Like Coach G over at Albany State. I believe he went to, was it South Carolina? I think he went to a school somewhere in South Carolina to continue his collegiate coaching career, which that was something that he wanted to do. We all understand everybody's going to always be looking to find a way to move forward and move on once they've been somewhere for a particular time. We all understand people are going to be looking to find a way to move on and move forward as far as within their careers. And there's a lot of coaches out here right now that have been hitting their heads up against the wall, trying to figure out why aren't they being given an opportunity to be a head coach when they have the skills to do it. Well, guess what? Bring yourself on down here to an HBCU, showcase what you got going on, build you a legacy. Build you a legacy with your coaching prowess. These HBCU communities that are willing to sit down and take a look at what you have to offer and possibly give you that opportunity. But guys, Coach gonna go ahead and get up on out of here. But until next time, be the one and lead.